Hello everyone, and thanks for joining us at Snow Globe Rescue today, where we show you how to fix your snow globes. My name's Tony, and with me today is my son Michael.
Hello, hello.
And today we are going to work on this snow globe right here, which belongs to one of Michael's friends' mother. And well, Mike, why don't you tell us what is
here? That sounds like you're saying it's my friend's name is Mother.
Michael has a friend. His friend's mother. This is her globe, and there's a story behind it.
Okay, if I remember the story correctly, basically this globe was a gift to my friend's mother from her father, and then she was a little kid. She broke her mom's globe, and then wound up finding this one, which is like an exact, like the
same exact globe.
Yeah, the same exact globe.
Same
I
exact
can't
globe,
speak
right.
it. So anyway, but then I guess it has some issues you'll probably point out. But so then she found out that you do this and thought it would be a nice thing to kind of restore it.
Now, how long did it take her to find this replacement globe for her mother?
If I'm not mistaken, I think that she broke it when she was a kid, and then bought this replacement like years later as an adult.
Okay. So her mother hasn't seen the globe in a long time. Yeah. So it was broken as a child, and then as an adult, she found a replacement, gave it to her mother, and this is it right here. Okay, this is a Disney globe, 101 Dalmatians, and it's funny because we have one just like it, but it's a smaller size. We haven't fixed this one yet. It has a big air bubble in it. But it's when I looked it up online, I thought it was kind of interesting. I thought this one was missing the figurine up top. It looked like it never had one, but I noticed that this is a 3.5-inch globe, where this is a 4-inch globe, and maybe the 4-inch globe is the one that got the figurine. And they play two different songs. This one plays Playful Melody, where the 4-inch globe plays that doggy in the window. How much is that doggy in the window, right?
So I think that's the title.
Right, exactly. So basically, we've got the Dalmatians inside the globe, and it's like the mom with all the kids, and then the base is a basket that they're in with a ribbon on the front there. And then, of course, you saw there's the ornament on the top. There's a little sleeping puppy on the top there. Now, this globe is a little bit different than ours because this one has glitter and bones in it. You can see the bones flying around in there. This one has, it does have bones, smaller bones than the other one does, but it also has black and white snow, which is very cool. So we're gonna recover that black and white snow and those bones to put back in here. And this should be a pretty simple, quick fix. So let's get to it. As usual, we're gonna start out by heating up this cover down here to loosen up the hot glue and get the cover off without doing any damage to the base. So Mike, if you could hit that with some hot air, we'll see if we got getting that off.
Let's blow this thing.
Okay.
Good.
Yep.
Nice.
All right. The cover is off. There we go. All right, so doesn't look too bad. Oh, look at that. That glue is all it's all dry and breaking apart. It's not soft anymore. So this is either an old globe or it's been in a hot environment for a while, because the water is kind of cloudy and has some stuff floating around in it, so it's hard to say. But yeah, we're gonna clean all this up. So first thing I'm gonna do here is separate the if I can't, I'll use the can you hold this globe right there? Yeah, down there you go. Let me just make sure if I can't separate the stopper from the, oh yeah, this glue is just falling apart. Okay, so this will be, yeah, that's fine. Okay, good. And there we go. All right. So now I take my needle nose pliers here and pull that stopper out. Here, go ahead and put it straight up like that. And just going around, let it turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Pull that stopper out of there. Okay, you haven't helped me fix a snow globe since those two mini solid-based snow globes that we worked on a while back when you came back from Washington, D.C. Yeah. Okay, there is the figurine. The figurine is coming up on one side, so we're gonna glue that back down. And otherwise, it looks like it's in pretty good shape. All right, so we'll clean this up, and then we're gonna recover the snow and the bones out of here. Okay, hold on to that. What we're gonna do right now is recover the snow and the bones that are inside the globe. There's a couple ways to do this. You can use a strainer, but we use this method because unless you have a very fine strainer, you might lose some of the glitter or the snow or whatever you're trying to recover. So the first thing we're going to do is, Mike, pour the contents of that snow globe into this measuring cup here. Okay, now.
A lot of it's still,
yep.
okay.
So what we're going to have to do then is pour some water back in here. Swish it around and then pour it out until we get it all out of there. I think we got it all. Oh, there's a couple little pieces. Hold on. Okay, we'll get those. Okay, we got it all out. All right, so all of the snow and the bones and everything is right there. I'm going to add some more water to that. And what we're going to do is we're going to let all that snow and those bones settle to the bottom, and then we're going to pour out the water that's up there. And as soon as that snow all settles down, we'll do that. Okay, so now we pour this water out, and we stop when the snow starts going towards the end there. So we don't let any of that snow or those bones go right about there. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill it up with clean water. Let that settle and do it again. And as soon as it's all clean, we'll continue. My brother Joe joined us.
Good evening.
He was in the area. He thought he'd stop by, see what we're doing. And so we're gonna finish this globe up. So anyways, we went ahead and took our handle sponge here, and we washed out the inside of the globe with some dish soap. And we took our soft bristle brush here and some dish soap, and we cleaned off the figurine. Now, one of the things we discovered, I forgot to mention, we have our clean snow now. One of the things we discovered about this while we're cleaning it is that as you can see, the stopper here is falling apart. So we can't reuse the stopper. So all of that's ending up in the globe. That's what was causing the water to be all messed up. So we have a replacement stopper here. The same size. This one's in good shape. We're gonna go ahead and get this figurine off of this stopper and place it on here. All right, so Mike, if you could help me out. I'm gonna go ahead and take my razor knife here. If you can hold the figurine, I'm gonna cut this away from the stopper.
Don't cut corners.
Okay, so we got the figurine off of there. And so now we're gonna take the new figurine here. Let's make sure.
Is it like a special glue you have to use for the water?
This glue right here was recommended by National Art Craft when we bought some snow from them. They recommended Zap-A-Gap inside the globes. I guess they said it holds up better. And I guess it works better in the water. So we used to use Gorilla Glue and Super Glue, but this has been working out pretty well for us. All right, so I'm gonna put some Zap-A-Gap on here. As a matter of fact, a brush and spread that Zap-A-Gap around the stopper here. Get a good layer. We want to make sure this stopper doesn't come back up again.
What was wrong with the other stopper? Was it kind of dry rotted?
This old stopper is falling apart. The rubber, I guess whatever was in the water was causing, you see how it's falling apart? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's just deteriorating over time. It might be an old globe. It might be just a bad stopper, or
Had all the water completely leaked out of it? Or?
no, it still had most of its water.
Huh.
All right, so we're going to hold this in place here, and once that's dry, we'll put it back together.
How long does it take to dry?
Probably take about 10-15 minutes. Okay, this figurine is now attached to the new stopper, which is actually an old stopper, but new for this one. And we've got our recovered snow. So, Mike, if you could hold this snow globe right there for me. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and swish this snow around and bone mixture. Pour it back in there. And then we'll get a little more water here because a little bit of it's still inside the measuring cup here. Swish that around. Get that piece of snow right there. Okay, so now here's the thing. Allie likes to put 10 tablespoons of glue in these globes. Now, what do you think your friend's gonna like?
I believe that she wanted whatever is the normal amount.
Okay, so we're gonna give her the Allie amount of glue in here. So that means we're gonna put in.
Oh, hold on, let me specify. Not your normal, but like retail normal.
Oh, retail normal.
Yeah.
In other words, the way it would look in the store.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, like whatever, however it probably was before you fixed
Okay,
it.
then let's just do. I don't know exactly how much that is, but we're gonna go with 8 tablespoons of glue and see how that works out. That way we're kind of in the middle. All right, so 8 tablespoons. Here we go. Okay, that is approximately 8 tablespoons of glue. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and mix that up. I'm gonna put some more water in there actually before we do that. There we go. Then we can actually mix that glue up in there. And like we've said before, it'll get cloudy at first, and if you keep mixing, then it clears up, and that's when all the glue is diluted. And that way, that's how you know. All right, so let me put a little more water in here. And then, Mike, what do you think of that? That looks pretty good?
Yeah,
that look good?
Yeah.
It's floating around there kind of slowly, not too slow.
That's good.
All right, so go ahead and hold on to this, and don't let this figurine hit the table. Just hold on to it. We're gonna take a little water here and wet the stopper, and then the front of it is here, and they were facing this way, like this, right? Just like that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put that in there, and I'm gonna go ahead and work that stopper in. There we go. That's a good sign when it spits water out at you. Okay, I'm gonna take this little screwdriver here and fit it in between the stopper and the globe opening, and that's gonna allow the water to come out through that space right there, to make it easier to put in the stopper. Get the stopper all nice and even with the opening of the globe here. Get that little screwdriver out, and let's see. We have a couple little air bubbles here. All right, so what we do here before we get that air bubble out, we're going to move this all over the place because that's a new, that figurine has been out of the globe, so there might be some air trapped in there. Sometimes there's little tiny bubbles that attach themselves to the figurine. So I'm going to tap this, kind of work any little bubbles out of there.
There's a bunch right there, just came up.
Yeah, so we're going to just move this around, and then we're going to let this sit here for a few minutes because there's all kinds of looks like there's actually some water leaking in from the stopper possibly. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave this upside down and let all those air bubbles work their way out, and then we'll get them out here in a minute once wow, that is a lot of bubbles. Where's that coming from?
Maybe this isn't sealed all
Oh,
over.
you know what? Yeah, this must not be sealed all the way. Okay, so we're going to leave this upside down for now, and then we'll go ahead and get that air bubble out in a minute once everything's settled. All right, we'll be back. Go ahead and use the submersion method to get this air bubble out, since there's nothing that's going to be damaged by water on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stick this screwdriver right here in between the globe and the stopper. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead, you can move it. Okay, we're going to get this underwater here. And then we're going to move this screwdriver here and get that air bubble out. So let's see. No air bubble? Now there's one. Give it another try here. I don't see any air bubble there.
Yeah, looks good.
Looks good? Yep, okay. Let me get that screwdriver out of there. And then we're gonna dry this up, and then we can seal it. Okay, this is all dry, and now we're gonna go ahead and seal this globe up with some hot glue here. Hopefully we won't get any more air bubbles in it. All right, it's all sealed up. Got glue all the way around on the stopper and the glass, so that should be okay. And we're gonna let that cool, and we'll put the cover on. Okay, so we're going to put 3 drops of glue on this base to hold the cover on. And then we're going to drop that cover on there. All right, once that's all cooled, we'll put it up on the stand and take a look at it. All right, there it is, all finished up. It looks pretty good. It's got clean water. It doesn't have all that stuff floating around in it anymore. It's all not cloudy. We recovered the black and white snow and the little bones that float around in there. And it looks much better. It's all cleaned up. That's got a new stopper. The old stopper was falling apart. That's what was causing the water to get all cloudy. And Mike, what do you think?
It's you're truly gifted artisan.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, you said it was. You almost made me believe it.
No, that was maximum enthusiasm.
All right, good. All right, so and as you saw in the video, we used 8 tablespoons of glue in here and a 4-inch globe, and we'll just show you what this looks like with the 8 tablespoons of glue and a 4-inch globe right there. That's the effect. It looks pretty good. I like the way it hangs up there, and just kind of the bones are flying around, and then the snow is just slowly dropping. I think that looks pretty good. I think you'll be happy with it.
Yeah, you did a great job. Thank you very much.
No problem. All right, well, that does it for today. This one turned out well. Another success, another snow globe rescued. And hopefully you guys enjoyed that video and maybe learned something, and we'll see you in the next video. Everybody, take care and goodbye.